Hello, my name is Christopher. Welcome to It's Always Something. I'm joined by my hosts here, Carlos and Rick. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. How was your day, Rick? Start off with you.
I had a good day. Right now we're all three of us, we're sophomores, so we were having like this thing called sophomore exhibition because we go to Oceana High School. Sophomore exhibition is basically like a little event that we have preparing us for this thing called senior exhibition, where it basically covers like a human right abuse somewhere around the world, and you make like a poster board, a paper, and a slide about it. Yeah.
Slides, infographics.
It's a very big project, and it's trying to get us prepared for the senior exhibition, which will be taken during our senior year. We also have a junior exhibition as well.
Oh, yeah.
So those are pretty fun, I guess so.
Nice. Actually, tonight we have our sophomore night, right? Yeah, we have our we have the night for it.
I'll be excited for it, right?
Not really, to be honest.
Carlos, we're wearing suits here.
Yeah, I don't know what you're wearing, but we're both wearing suits.
I'm gonna wear nothing.
He's
just
wearing
kidding,
that.
just kidding. I'm gonna wear polo.
Yeah, for sure. How are you feeling, Carlos?
Pretty good, man. I think I'm ready. Are you ready for your sophomore ex? To present to all those parents, staff?
Yeah, personally, I'm ready, so I believe
I'm not gonna say yes or no. I'm just gonna...
Yeah. And when our last podcast, I said the Philadelphia 76ers and the Warriors going to the finals. They both got like disqualified.
They're all gone, bro. Like I said, Miami Heat.
I told you,
Miami Heat and Lakers. Miami Heat and Lakers.
All right, now I gotta see if they're right or right. You know.
On my dog's life. On my pet.
You don't have a dog.
I have a pet dog. His name's Edward.
Oh, I'll believe you.
And what dish does he come in? What? Let's keep moving.
Whoa,
let's keep moving forward, bro. Anyways, what's our topic for today?
You have ice in your drink or not?
Cricket.
Keep going.
What's our topic for today, Rick?
Today we're gonna be talking about mental health.
Specifically
mental health. That's what we'll be talking about today. So
we're gonna be talking about how it affects how they think, and how they think of
themselves,
unaliving themselves.
Well, we're gonna say that because we don't really know. Say. We would just say
trying to educate you guys.
Yeah. We would just say like straight up what it is, but like in respect to those.
We have staff under us. Yeah, we can't really.
Yeah, talk about how society challenges men in several different ways. Yeah. And I see here that Rick, you have some very interesting detail and very interesting research.
My 300.
Well, I mean, I did a little bit of research on it. So on the men's mental health, right? So in society, men are like kind of like from the beginning, they're supposed to be like these like hella like very masculine people.
Yeah,
role model.
You have to
be number one. Number one.
In the food chain.
You're going to. Because like dominance,
you have to.
Like alpha, like with the dogs and stuff.
Yeah, like the gamma, beta,
sigma.
You gotta be like this number one guy. You gotta be like
the top dog.
Yeah, top dog.
That's what they say.
Who's the top dog in here? That's what we're already bringing up the
Carlos
question.
Duarte. Carlos
yeah,
Duarte.
For sure, Carlos. I think he's top dog. Yeah, he's a pretty confident man. So
yeah,
he's tall and straight.
You're a beta and you're a gamma. Well, you're an NPC actually.
All right, buddy.
Full different subject.
Yeah, you're.
So there's also a thing called toxic masculinity.
Ooh.
Will you explain that?
Toxic masculinity is when like I feel like you try to control people or like make them do what you. It's mostly like showing your masculinity and making people do, like, making them do your orders. You know what I'm talking about? You kind of get what I'm talking about.
I guess. It's more orders? Like, I say like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Can you explain it, Christopher?
Well, as what I have here, toxic masculinity is very negative, and it has a lot of social pressure to, like, be masculine and always be the top dog, as I was saying.
Yeah.
In every single scenario.
Top G, perhaps?
Yeah,
like, top dog.
Just be the best at everything, you know? That's, like, the toxic
like Andrew
Tate. Like, let's say 5 males were playing, like, basketball, right? Mm-hmm. And this form of basketball I'm trying to talk about is, what was that one, like, that court game where, like, King of the Court. That's
King of the Court? No, you mean knockout?
Yeah, knockout. Something like that, right? You know, someone's trying to win, right? Yeah. Someone's trying to be number one.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to talk about. This is how toxic masculinity is. You know, with every man trying to compete with each other and make sure they're the best. That's toxic masculinity.
I feel like masculinity is kind of like it's okay, but like when
I think it's okay if it's balanced.
Put it on other people, like
it's okay if it's balanced. I'm gonna say that. If it's balanced, it's okay.
Yeah, I believe in confidence.
Yeah. You have to have confidence.
Yeah.
No, confidence is key. It's essential. You're supposed to have it.
So let's talk about like the unalive or whatever we're calling it this time.
All right, so
Yeah. So
I think some evidence I gathered. Hypermature death rate among men is partly associated with their unhealthy, risky behaviors, including binge drinking, illegal drug consumption, reckless driving, high risk of sports and relaxation activities. So,
But what can lead to those negative
um,
effects?
I
Yeah,
think them
those
trying to be
problems.
masculine is like something like drinking. I feel like it's something
Mm.
that masculine men do.
So you're saying
unless you
like
want to have fun, like you're going to a party.
There's a
and drinking.
difference between having fun and between when it starts affecting you. I think we covered this in one podcast
addiction?
about
Addiction,
drinking. It's
last
like,
last podcast,
addiction,
episode
yeah.
4.
Yeah, like if you
Was
wake
it?
up in
how
the
do you know
morning.
the episodes, bro?
I was watching it, bro. I watched it.
You actually watch
so I can
them?
review it and find what
You
was
better
doing
than
bad
me,
in the
bro.
last one.
Better than me.
All right, that's kind of smart, but like you're trying to say like men becoming alcoholics, right?
Yeah,
Like waking up in the morning, having to drink, then like an hour later drinking like that alcoholic, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that is a problem. That's very true.
This is something we forgot to say. Is this our last episode or no?
This is our last episode. Yeah.
Finale.
It's come to an
Yeah.
end.
Unless if
Season
we
one,
come back
season
next
one.
year, so
Season 1.
keep tuned for
Hopefully,
that.
hopefully, with our non-viewers.
If we don't come back, don't watch this podcast, all right?
No, it's like, I'll click off some.
Are you sure? No.
Keep watching.
I say keep.
We're gonna be
watching.
talking about some interesting points.
Yeah,
really
like
soon.
If I don't come back here,
like
yeah.
the Miami Heat winning the finals this year.
No,
nah, man. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I think you can lose. I think
Keep
Lakers
dreaming,
gonna win.
bro.
Lakers
Keep
will
dreaming about
probably
the
die.
Lakers, man.
They are gonna win.
They-
Hope
gonna
LeBron
win.
has a heart attack.
But what could be some examples of toxic masculinity? I already covered one, but do you guys have any?
Mm,
Having to be top dog is really the essential point.
I think it's mostly about dads trying to make their sons as manly as they can be. I think something like that could work.
Yes, that could work.
Let's think about it. I'm not trying to get into stuff here, but when I was younger, I was taught that only male and female. No, like male and male, like straight.
Oh, so like LGBTQ.
Yeah, like no. Which I took part in that. Obviously, I am.
You took.
No. I'm straight. Obviously, that's masculinity that I have. I don't know if you're straight. That sounded really wrong. I'm straight right now. I am straight.
No, you're good.
Are you
Explain
lying?
what you mean. That's a good
Are
job.
you
I have
What
a
do you mean about
girlfriend.
this?
Okay. I have a girlfriend, man. I am straight. I'm straight.
A lot of people have girlfriends.
Dummy.
He has a.
Dami's
he has a-
gay.
He has a girlfriend.
But expand on that.
Boyfriend.
What you mean by like, is it? Can you still be manly if you are in a LGBTQ relationship?
No,
Yeah.
You've grown up.
I believe you could be.
I mean,
I wouldn't know,
I
but
feel like I'm not trying to like put shade on like the LGBTQ, but like I feel like they like put down people who are masculine. Like they see that as like a bad trait, kind of.
yeah, they could be seeing that as something fearful,
yeah.
something scary, maybe.
And they try to put it down.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that could
s-
happen.
There's also a thing like you know, like let's say you have like a friend, right? Friend who like is contemplating like.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
I've never heard of like a guy talking about that. But if it's like a girl, you're kind of allowed to. But as a man, you can't really
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
your feelings. Like
and
that.
Because you'd be
according
called
I don't know.
I like
I don't know.
according to some reports I found, the suicide rate is actually 3.5 times more in men than women, and that's such a big statistic, because
yeah.
men
3.5
or
is
at
a
least
lot.
males are 50% of the whole entire earth,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that is absolutely crazy. How this
Thing is
You
all the
wanna find
pressure that they
problems.
put in them. They don't take
and
it.
pressure could be it.
Yeah.
There was like another term for like toxic masculinity that has to do with toxic masculinity. It's like man up.
Oh yeah.
Like-
Boys can't cry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've heard
King
of that.
Cries boy.
I've definitely heard it. Have you heard it?
I think everyone heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the most common one.
Yeah.
And it's how like men aren't shown to or like taught to show their emotions. They can't show it.
Yeah.
They can't show that they're sad. They can't show that they're scared, which could also be a form of toxic masculinity, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I have to really think about this actually.
What do you guys think happens when guys aren't allowed to, when they're told to man up and not show their emotions? What can it lead to?
All those emotions kind of like ball
Yeah.
up.
And then they
And
just
then-
like they think of unaliving themselves.
Yeah.
I would say it, but
Just go to that, or do you think
Taking
it
their
goes
life.
further?
it builds
feel
up.
like
It
taking
definitely
Taking their
builds
life,
up.
taking their
How
life.
do
Yeah.
you think like men, like younger boys, feel like right now, or how do you feel like the generation of men growing up? How do you think it's affecting them now?
Like those societal pressures.
It could traumatize them.
Or like the switch. Do you feel like men that are more masculine
like a switch?
feel very like
What's the switch?
shy? Because there's a switch that men have to be a certain way to now men have to be the opposite of masculine sometimes. Do you feel like that affects younger men that are more want to be more masculine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Why?
Next question.
No, hold
Is
on.
it no?
I think I can get something related to this. Body hair, I think, is a sign of masculinity sometimes, and then
Yeah, that's one.
guys start taking it off, like facial hair. I took it off. Yeah.
We all took it off. I mean,
I'm.
And because
We're
it's
under
to a
18,
point
so
that you
I
have
just-
to take it
I
off.
would.
but it's everyone's
like-
preference, you know.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
want to have it or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like
I have
chest
a
hair.
little- Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like people make fun of you if you don't have chest hair or you do have chest hair.
Yeah, I have chest
Yeah.
hair. I keep it. I like it.
Yeah.
So like
But
when you get into high school, there's like a lot of pressures, and then everyone's seeing each other's bodies, and then they make fun of each other. So there's like a pressure.
Yeah. Or having big muscles, but
Yeah.
you know, I
That's
believe
another one. So muscles, like hair, toxic masculinity.
I believe in my point though. I should have big muscles. I feel like I should. I want to. That's what I
Okay,
want to
well,
do.
Share
That's
your own
mine.
experience. Like, is it a toxic masculinity thing, or why do you enjoy working out? Why do you
Stop
wanna
looking at me, Rick.
It could be toxic
What do you
in
mean? I'm not-
different ways. Actually, it could be toxic as like you body shame people.
Yeah.
Like you go up to someone who looks not muscly, let's say very skinny, and you say, "Oh, you have no muscle, you have no body mass, you're a stick, you're flat Stanley." You could say that.
Does that make that person less of a man than you because you have muscles?
It makes them feel that way, but it doesn't because
Honestly, yeah.
Ah, you
they're still
fucking
men,
skeleton.
they're male.
Anyways.
So that could be one example.
Oh, shit.
But if you suffer from toxic masculinity, I believe you should really talk to the person who's trying to make you feel this way and really understand what they're trying to say to you and see if you can find some point and you guys can agree on. Yeah. What do you guys have to say about this?
Carlos?
I mean, I definitely cut off my mustache even though my dad didn't want me to.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's a good example actually.
Yeah.
I
What
got
is
a
that?
little.
I like how
Because
we're
my
really, but
my
does
dad
someone
told me
make
if I
fun
were
of
to
you?
cut my mustache, I would look more of a gay person.
Oh, he said if you look younger, he would like he used to.
Yeah, like I'm like cutting off on masculinity. I
So
was
that's
like,
like an example. of
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
one. That's one.
I really see it as that. I saw it more like I wanted to have a style without. I wanted to try it out, and it definitely worked out for me.
So you've learned from different generations,
Yeah.
and you're kind of breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I couldn't like trim my mustache, but it wasn't because of that. It was just because my dad thought it was just a grow back up. You know, they grow really fast.
Yeah.
I just like shave every day now, so I was just
Every
good
day?
with that. Yeah, every day.
Yeah,
I
it
do.
grows out really fast.
grows out
Mine grows
fast.
out like in 2
8
days.
hours.
2 days.
Literally,
mine?
not like 8 hours, bro.
Mine grows out in
8
2
hours.
days.
Holy, bro! It takes like a week for me to get like a quarter of a mustache, bro.
I'll shave at night and then wake up
Yeah.
next day,
Because you're
hair
not that
already
masculine.
grown. Like that's how crazy it goes.
Wow, so you
Yeah, I'm more masculine.
just talked about like toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
I guess you guys have to arm
I
wrestle
really
now.
choose
I
this.
guess you have to arm
I
wrestle.
really choose this topic. I'm gonna be straight out with you.
Weird,
I
bro.
really
Some
choose this.
traits here that you guys were in. Do you think it's easy? Someone who is toxic masculine might be. Have you guys looked into like narcissism also? Or are they
What's that?
open? Narcissism.
I guess narcissism could actually really relate to
Like
our
the
topic.
Cardi album?
What?
Okay, never mind.
Let's go back
Not
to the
like
body shaming part. You
Body
said something
shaming?
about body shaming.
I didn't. You did.
I didn't say body shaming.
I did.
Oh,
He
Chris
did.
I was talking about
I think
shaming.
body
Yeah,
shaming
share some of
is
your guys' share some of your stories. Body shaming and
it's a good thing, in some
Good
way.
thing.
Wow, that's,
what
a
ways?
very,
In
that's
what
a very
ways?
strong
Explain,
opinion.
Okay,
explain.
how can body shaming be
One
constructive?
explain this.
I feel like maybe like shaming someone's body, it could be like it's like constructive criticism and
It's-
criticism, right?
It's the way that you
I mean,
take it.
It can't
Yeah,
really be
yeah.
constructive as well because let's say people already know their body's like this. They don't want to be reminded every 2 seconds
Yeah,
that they're like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Is
They
there,
already know.
is there a nice way to help someone maybe who wants to work out Or like, instead of
Oh,
gym,
yeah.
how would you guys
Yeah,
approach that?
introduce them to the gym if they would like to. If they would like to be introduced to the gym, they know how to do anything, like any machines. They know how to bench press. They know how to do squats, deadlifting. Say, hey, let's go to the gym one time. You can here have a friend pass because at like 24-hour fitness, I know that's one gym. They have a buddy pass, and you can like, bring your friend.
So that's an alternative to shamans. You can help.
Yeah, you can help them out, and you can like maybe tell them what foods to eat and what foods not to eat. But really, the essential key is just like don't eat McDonald's, and I think you should be good. Like.
No McDonald's?
Just eat
Not
whatever you
every
like,
now
but
and
not
then.
McDonald's.
I say every now and then.
Or just like eat a breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's it. Like no snacks.
Breakfast?
That could also work.
You eat breakfast?
I eat breakfast.
Don't you?
He eats electricity, you know.
How do you
He has to
think
charge up his
people's
body.
He eats batteries. He has batteries.
He eats batteries to
How
charge.
We got another question from the audience.
How do you think people's backgrounds affect masculinity?
Ooh.
That's a very good question.
Being a
actually.
Mexican is the most masculine stuff you could be, bro.
Give us one example.
Body hair, well, in my house, like my sister was taught to cook and I was taught to like carry stuff and how
So like
gender norms, yeah. It's a really big thing.
I feel like it's similar with like Japan.
But I guess it's a good thing in some ways.
I mean, not really. Unless it's like they actually.
Well, not for the woman though.
Yeah,
Like, I said,
not for the women. Not for the women. It's terrible. But like I feel like it's similar in Japan where like the women just do all like the housework,
Yeah.
cleaning, cooking, like all that. But the men like kind of lead everything. They get
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah,
Stuff like
like
that.
being
in most cultures,
responsible,
actually.
being the man of the house.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
like
that's
you
part
could
of
say
it.
that.
Yeah, that could be part of toxic masculinity. But personally, if I grew up, I would want to go get a job too. I'd be like really bored in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's my preference. That's what I feel.
What if you were a single dad? What would you do?
If I was a single dad, that would be really hard because you have to take care of kids and you gotta get money somehow.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't get the benefit of the gender.
No.
Yeah, you don't get any benefit. That's also really
What
true.
about the single mom?
The single mom.
Well, just being a single parent in general.
I feel like it's just the same
You can
thing like working. You just need to work.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know.
Yeah, like if you're
And
bored,
take-
go do
and
something,
the
you know?
kids and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kids.
Yeah. So you can also like split the work.
So do you
But-
think those gender norms are realistic in today's society with all the different makeups of households?
Yeah, I see like all these are really common like when amongst anyone I know. Really, the father works, mother's at home, and kids I know they go to school.
But what
Hopefully.
about for the households where it's just one parent or like?
They kind of have to do like everything.
Yeah.
Everything? Yeah, you have to
Work.
do both.
And I guess it
Cleaning,
teaches
both
the
genders.
child that they have to do everything by themselves
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
I guess that makes it
Like, independence,
responsible.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Because you're the mom, you're gonna
Yeah.
do this. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
do you think those gender norms have effect on like your mom and dad's mental health on both pressures?
I'm gonna be honest, my mom did not get affected by that. She works all the time.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Same with
lock
my
Now
it.
she
mom.
doesn't like do cooking and stuff.
She just locks it.
Yeah.
She's working.
Yeah, she's working. Well, both of my parents work like
Yeah,
that.
same here.
Do you
Because the
think
Bay Area.
does that have to do with an immigrant background? That sometimes immigrant parents are more traditional, but they can't just do one person has to work because of their immigration. Because for me, my mom started working, but when she first came here, she was a stay-at-home mom because of culture from back home. So do you think culture has everything to do with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
It's all about background. That's how people were taught, and that's how people learned.
I feel like religion is part of it too.
Yeah, religion as well. That could also be it. And
Not that
people hate
religion is
change,
bad. It's
so-
just like it's part of
Yeah.
It feeds into
Yeah.
Yeah,
the culture.
they can't just come to America and just completely change their lives. They already were born into this life.
They already have a system that they have.
They have their
Yeah,
own
Yeah,
system.
it's just called a
yeah.
system.
So I believe this system might evolve over time and change as family grows, more kids happen. I believe that could happen.
What kind of changes would you like to see? Of all the stuff you guys talked about, what would you like to see improved or changed?
Improved or changed.
Because you covered a lot of intense topics. So
Yeah, that's true.
let's talk about
I feel
some
like-
possible.
I feel like if like a guy is like contemplating taking their life, I don't know. They should be able to like talk about it
They should be
without
able
like
to
judgment.
comfortably too.
Comfortably, yeah.
Because you're able. I guess you could. You can call suicide hotline and talk to somebody.
I feel like that's useless though.
But that's
Yeah.
it just isn't really
Like why? Like how is like some person that you never met on a phone is gonna help you?
yeah.
That's
That's
So
why
I
I
guess,
say friends are always the
I
best.
guess family is
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
key.
Yeah.
Friends, family, those people. Those are really essential people in your lives, and those are really key to the situation
Yeah.
and a good way to solve it. You're right.
It was a good topic though. It was a good topic.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
you think we're gonna have a second like season, I guess, for this podcast?
Maybe. Why
We
not?
keep our spots.
Yeah, I need my community
Hopefully,
service hours.
yeah.
I don't know if we brought that much in.
Honestly,
how
I
much
just do this
views?
because it's fun. I get to like say.
How much
whatever I
views did
want.
we bring in? Donnie, how much views did we bring in?
Music?
Views.
Views?
Views.
We don't get
Oh.
content views. We're just creating content.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys want to reflect on the last episodes or anything you wanted to like this last season?
Yeah. So our
This is
first
actually season 2.
first episode was actually on Zoom, so that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Bro,
That was interesting.
I hate that. That's when I had my mustache right away.
I know your like computer died.
And I
midway.
fucking lagged
I
out.
don't think anyone.
I
watched
lagged.
it.
Oh, yo.
Whoa.
I freaking lagged out. Freaking lagged out.
Yeah.
And I had my mustache.
Carlos
like,
doesn't swear.
oh,
Carlos
yeah.
doesn't swear.
I don't swear.
Yeah.
None of
second-
us swear. We don't
The
swear.
second wasn't here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
here.
Then we're talking about.
Third one
drugs,
was
right?
third one was the live one at the BTC Summit.
Yeah.
Was it gonna happen again? Same date next year, right?
Same
Yeah.
day. I don't think same day.
No,
but
same day, but it's
it's gonna
definitely gonna
happen
happen next
It's
year.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then the fourth one was here. That was last week. That was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then now.
And now this is the
fifth
fifth one,
now.
number 5, final
Yep.
finale, season finale, and then season 2 is gonna be a blast, right? We're gonna cover cooler topics.
Yeah.
Way cooler topics.
Yeah.
So
I guess we should
it's
leave
just
with the
basics.
quote or something like that.
Nah, not yet. We don't leave yet.
Swing.
We got time.
You want to start it off, Chris?
The research we learned from this episode.
For mental health.
So
in general, I think.
in general,
Yeah.
but in men's mental health, the research I learned was a statement I made in midway through this podcast, which was that men are 3.5 times more likely to take their own lives than women, which I found really crazy. I was like, wow.
3.5
I
times.
expected-
That's
I
not,
ain't
that's
gonna
not
lie.
like that's not like 3.5%.
I expected
more.
it to
That's
be a little
3.5
even.
times.
Times.
That's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
what, 350%.
350% more.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And this
You gotta
is
keep in mind
statistic
this
that's known.
There's a lot of population in the world. So that's still a big number.
Yeah, that is a really,
Yeah.
really big number. What about you? What's some research and statistics you found really?
I saw that everything in the health, like, and let's talk about, like, alcohol, like, mental health stuff. Like, if it's, like, rationalized, like, you take it, like, once a week, it's okay. But when you start taking it, like it's a need, that's when
Yeah,
it becomes a mental health and addiction.
Right? Yeah.
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 There you go. What about you, Rick?
What did I learn? Honestly, I didn't really know about like men not being able to like share their thoughts. I just kind of learned about that now through this research.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was interesting, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really do that, but like, cause I've never contemplated like taking your life, but like, I don't know. I just learned about that.
Did you ever?
No,
I never.
never. But that's really private information.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so this is our finale episode, and
Last thoughts. Hey,
about
let's talk about the NBA right now.
The
Let's talk
NBA?
about the NBA.
yeah,
Lakers
my
are
picks
winning.
already
Unfortunately,
lose,
first
Um,
game of the Lakers and Nuggets lost. That was lost by the Lakers. Surprising. And that
Gotta
was
see.
That's the first match of.
I mean, it won't happen tonight because this podcast is gonna come in a week from now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Who knows? Maybe.
Hopefully
maybe,
the
So
Lakers
when this
win.
podcast is like maybe already a whole series over when this
Yeah,
podcast.
maybe
is over.
maybe
I say
Lakers
Lakers are
maybe
winning.
Lakers
What do you
are
think?
getting to the finals.
Yeah,
And
so if
Miami
you-
Heat.
so
And
you
Miami
gotta
Heat's
say
gonna
Lakers
win.
and
No, Lakers are gonna win.
Lakers really?
Yeah.
Really? LeBron, he's gonna get shot.
It's a whole
Who
new
said
team,
about
so-
LeBron? Anthony Davis. God.
Anthony Davis. Someone's gonna shave off his unibrow and he's gonna get depressed, and then stop playing.
All right.
And
I
then
want you to
Jimmy
keep that
Butler-
attitude.
Jimmy
Keep
Butler's
that
gonna
attitude.
smack
Keep
his
that
nuts all
attitude,
over
buddy.
LeBron, bro.
Keep that attitude, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, midget. Anyways.
And so, we want to conclude everything we just said
Yeah.
from the start to the end.
Why don't we conclude every episode? Starting for the first. What was our topic?
Our first episode, we're talking about BTC, the be the change.
BTCs in general.
Yeah, be the change.
Mary Beer.
organization.
Mary Beer too.
Mary Beer. Yeah.
Was it practice? Was that a practice podcast? Is
No,
the
that
one
was
we
an
did?
actual podcast.
Oh, okay.
Wait, was it?
I remember we did a practice podcast.
That was
but
a
we, like,
practice
pretend-
podcast.
That never
No
went
one's-
out live,
that
did
was
it?
never seen, yeah. And then our second one was about drugs and addictions, right? We're talking about addictions. We're talking
Was that
about,
here, right? That was here.
The second one was here. First one was Zoom. Third one was at the summit, and then rest of
And specifically, drugs addictions for youth
Yeah.
instead of adults. Youth. We're talking about how it's dangerous for youth. And the third one is summit.
You guys covered that. So what are some topics
Yeah.
for next season?
Next season, we have to think about that. We have like a few
I
months.
want
for
to talk
next
about Andrew Tate. That's what I want to talk
After
about.
that, maybe.
Didn't you want to really talk about that this year?
I thought you wanted to talk about that. I thought you wanted to interview him. Didn't you send him an email?
Huh? I mean, I interviewed him, but then he went to jail, bro.
What else? What are the ideas?
Queen Elizabeth. About the Grim Reaper. Did you see the Grim Reaper in the
What do you
blue?
think high schoolers need? Like, what kind of content do you think positive?
Schoolwork,
content?
managing schoolwork. That could be
Okay,
it.
that's a good one. Anything
'Cause-
else? Any other stressors?
Carlos, what
that
happened? You
in
had
high
to
school?
work for a whole day, bro. You didn't get any sleep.
Oh, yeah.
So the
Pressure
the
and-
importance of sleep, managing schoolwork.
Yeah, sleeping, especially sleeping. You're like up all night. Like I just slept probably at 12 a.m. last night.
I don't know how I even remember my lines, to
Oh,
be
yeah,
honest. I'm just making stuff
And it
up
just
in my
randomly
head.
happens, you know.
Any other resources or information that you think high schoolers will need to cover next year? That we'll need to.
All right,
Plug.
schoolwork, sleep.
Oh,
What
yeah,
was that?
plug. You always need one, right?
Just joking.
Yeah, I don't have one.
That's three,
I don't do that.
That's 3 red flags.
I don't do that.
You're gonna get objected.
Yeah.
Yeah, he may or may not have
season,
sworn.
Season 2, none of him.
I said freaking. We covered that.
Actually, can you guys just look in the camera and just apologize if you offended anyone?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry
We
for
are
using
sorry
the
if we
F word.
offended anybody.
Are you go
Alright,
first?
so-
Say sorry.
I did.
Yeah,
You say
you go.
Carlos?
I'm sorry for
And
saying
we're
the F.
still
For saying
working on
freaking.
podcasts.
I did not say the F word. I said freaking, right?
Nah, if you like
Also,
offended
plug-
anybody
plug
too.
it
If I offended anybody, it's my bad.
And so Instagram be the change.
Yeah, so
Um,
follow that.
BTCU.
Follow that.
BTCU.
BTC Hoop Colors.
Online stuff too.
Yeah, cool. Might just be in the description anyways. And we also want to give a shout out to the Pacific Coast Television.
Yo, chill out, bro.
Perfect.
Thank you for sponsoring us.
All right,
Yep.
have a moment. What do you guys- how you feeling? All right, we're gonna go around one word to describe how you're feeling.
I'm gonna leave a
about-
quote.
about your work here and the impact you made. We'll start with Rick.
Start with Chris.
All right.
Alright. One word. Sorry, Rick.
Start with Carlos. Let's start with Carlos.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave a quote before
Quote.
we leave. Quote by Andrew Tate. Searching for my favorite feeling has built me an exceptional life.
That's.
Do you feel like you're achieving some of that here with this podcast?
Yeah.
Any final words from you guys?
I'd probably have to say one word. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like my whole experience in this podcast is summed up in like one song.
Don't.
You gonna make a song?
Probably "Save Me" by Chief Keef. Yeah.
Chief Keef.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's my
Let me
inspiration
see.
for anything I do in life.
All right.
It's been a great time, guys.
Yep.
Alright.
But
Yeah, thank you for watching our
time to
episode.
say goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you for
so much
supporting us
for
all the
tuning
way.
in. For tuning in to all our podcasts.
Season 2.
Season 2, bro.
alright.
They're gonna be. You think there's gonna be season 4, season 3?
You mind if I do it this time?
Do what? Right there.
Let me do it this time. Bye.
Damn, that's loud.